lost than I'm found. I'm more black than I'm brown. I'm coming home for my crown, and I know when I do that, it's gonna go down. What is it?
What's going on, gang? I am your guy, Butters Beauty, and you are locked into another episode of Brit in the Bando. I got some AKAs, aka Ugly Idris, aka the man with the face only a mother can love, aka the man with the face beautiful enough for radio. Someone in the comment section was asking, why the mask though? Well, that person is either too young or just not privy to how the bando works. But it wouldn't be sensible of me to be in a bando, my face out. That's like guys that show guns in music videos. It's just silly. Now, she asked, what is a roadman? He or she asked, what is a roadman? A roadman is a man who makes his way by way of the road. For lack of a better explanation, I am a bandoian because I'm pretty much poo-poo at everything else and I'm not the best trapper. So hence the reason we are the Brit in the Bando until we are the Brit in a 20-room mansion. But the bally stays. In fact, when I bring others on the show to help me with responsibilities, I would like them to also have ballies, and we will soon have bando ballies for all my bandoians, so you can all hide your insecurities. Now, back to the show. We are reviewing a gentleman named Easy Mills. Now, let me tell you, I got halfway through this song and I had been doing so much talking. This was starting to look like a 45-minute breakdown, right? So this is more like a review, half a review and half a reaction, right? But I was stuck so much I was just blown away by what I was hearing. Pen wise, I wasn't expecting him to be able to put his emotions onto the paper or let it go in the booth the way he did. He looks so young. Yeah, let's let it go. Let's go. Brit in the Bando, Lackland, man like Easy Mills, Butters Beauty. Let go.
All about it. Yeah. Look, slowly passed the days that I counted before I got in, and I already had the tickets to the bus that I'd hop in, and never considered my own self if I would've tried stopping. I taste the bitter with no health, I got my mind locked in a little world where I'm a good boy, never was a sinner. Imagine my own self struggling, hunting a buck for dinner.
Alright, so I gathered from the first time hearing, I was listening and I got stuck. There's a bar that's coming up that I got stuck on. Even the buying a bus ticket, I was like, okay, so where are we going? You know, what's happening? And he sent me, immediately I'm like, this sounds like some military stuff. And I think it's dope to be able to have an angle outside of your normal hip hop angle, right? That's why I'm excited about this journey. That's why I'm enjoying it so much, because my ears had become desensitized to anything that wasn't gangster, to anything that wasn't trap, to anything that wasn't bando, to anything that wasn't violence, to anything that wasn't war, to anything that wasn't in the poverty-stricken black areas of the world. I wasn't interested. And this will go to anything, you know. Reggae, I like the more road, tougher reggae. You know, I was into the Gaza and the gully side. Hip hop the same way. Rock and roll music, you know what I'm saying? I like the guys that were going through it. You know, I thought Pete Doherty was fire. As a young man, I was always drawn to Oasis because oh God, that he just slipped my mind. Liam Gallagher, both Liam and Noel always seem like hard nuts. They remind me of Grant and Phil, and I've just always been attracted to people who won't let the system tell them what they're gonna have, who will go and take their fate and control their future, sometimes by means that are not the best. But are you going to live your life, or are you just going to wither away? Because you're going to cease regardless. You know, at a certain age, you start to deteriorate. I'm starting to waffle. Let's get back to the reaction. Live though, because you only get one.
No way ain't solving it, so a bullet pierces its skin. Administer killers through voluntary systems. Wonder who's sicker. Me or the man who slaved in shame and paved the way for my generation to pledge and march in days of...
That was the bar. Me or the man who slaved such and such and paved the way for my generation to pledge and march in days of rain. Not only does it rhyme, but it's beautiful. And the question is, who's more fucked up? Me for following this idiot, or this idiot for leading me in this direction? Why did he lead me in this direction? Was he being impressed? What then? How would he feel that he's led the generation astray? Deep stuff for someone so young, man.
Not even the slightest clue on how to take and march in days of rain. Not even the slightest clue on how to take away the pain. And I couldn't seize up these thoughts on my way to basic training. I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me, yeah.
And the conclusion that I've come to, right, is I hear 50 in the hook. We're all over Aftermath. Was it Aftermath back then? Yeah, we're all over the Aftermath camp. I hear 50 in the hook, I hear M in the chorus. M is a little bit 50-ish in the hook too, but just even the bass of his voice, it's hard.
My good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving.
I guess it's even.
Compared to them, it's this to better myself, cause I just be rapping. So it's happening. The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in
Lackland.
Yeah. Finally set foot chillin' up in the airport. Saw the cats there sitting. We joined in the Air Force. And that was the grave I'm digging, but it was my their choice.
And there's so many. See, I'm confused of where he's from. I thought he was from the Philippines, but regardless of where he's from, this is a story that has a voice that hasn't really been exploited. I was tricked into joining the army. We look at and I said I wouldn't get political, but hey, we look at how the war in Afghanistan affected my generation. There are so many people, I've met so many people financially, physically, and mentally fucked up from that war to turn around and then see President Biden, Uncle Joe, pull out the way he did. It was almost, and I think unanimously, whether we are pro-America or anti-America, you know what I'm saying, whether we're pro-politics or anti-politics, I think we can all agree that that was kind of a big fuck you to all the parents who believed and said, go, we're proud of you, go and fight. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. I've said it. It was some bullshit, right? And to hear this young man say or utter those sentiments is powerful. It's powerful. And he's made the decision that this is what I'm doing now. Fuck it. And he's winning. So more power to the males.
He ended up killing a couple of scared boys. That might have been not the real case, but it definitely crossed on my thoughts. The T.I.'s expectations leveled on making us follow like butts. Storm out for 1-3-20 seconds, where we filled up our slots.
I want to know about that, Easy. What do you mean T.I.'s expectations? Were they training you with some kind of T.I.? What is T.I.? Because when I hear T.I., I think of AI, but you definitely said T.I. So what is that?
Few days in and some already want to tie their necks up in knots, but that was the nature they cultivated. They make it way too insane for those who think it's a game. When in truth it really is. You just gotta know how to mentally play it.
Oh, for those that think it's a game, it mentally is. You just gotta know how to play it. That's a fact. I've always been looking for a W, and I can remember back in the day, Cameron had a bar when he's like, if you can't get money in a world this big, you don't deserve to live, which is one of the most hurtful but realist statements I've ever heard. You know, my brother told me the other day, if you ain't figured out a way to get money with no money, then how you gonna know how to get money when you got money? And that's a you know what I mean? For those that get it, they get it. For those that it went over your head, it's not for you. You know what I mean? Enough talking, back to reacting.
I should never say it, but motherfucker reporting statement. I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me. Yeah, my good friends wish me luck, even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. Compared to them, is this to better myself? Cause I just be rapping. It's always happening. The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in
Lackland.
The day came when we had to get our neurotic shots to stabilize all our systems, but man, it was too much.
Okay, so his accent makes me feel like he's from the Philippines, like born and raised. Certain things he says, he's got the American accent down pretty much, but there's words that are like so fucked up that he can't be American.
And the side effects on the wall said one was pox, but I didn't care. I knew I was in favor with the odds. Psych. A few days later, woken up on my bed, bro. Just got so sick that I was feeling hella dead, bro. Went to read and can't believe it what they said, though. That I was going home, they sending me to med, oh. That was the place that I actually spent a month in. The atmosphere was chill, you could slack, and no one's fronting.
Yeah, like those. That was the place that I actually spent a month in. The atmosphere was chilly. You actually, yeah.
The thing that got to me was the fact they gave us privileges at the cost of cleaning the crap out of the trees and then limit us to cutoffs and back to confiscation like that. Just straight up felt like we cat. The booster surges sit for us who got some birthdays they passed like no one's business was happening to the shit like no cat. Can't understand it. But that's just the side of me that's really pissed and wants to hate it. The truth is I understood that my body couldn't take it. Maybe the brightest side is now that I'm back home in Vegas. But to those who believe, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't make it. I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me.
Okay. So I think I've got it, right? I think he tried to go to war, but he couldn't make it through the training camp for whatever reason, whether it was, well, the screening process. I shouldn't say training camp because he didn't say anything about training, but I guess he couldn't make it through the screening process. I guess it was just too much of a strenuous thing for him to handle. I know that the training program to get into the military is no joke. To me, it's almost like, aside from the fact that you're fighting for your country, right? It just seems like you're paying to go to jail. Like you can't wake up. You got to wake up, people shouting at you. Like, let's think, and I'm not coming for anyone that's joining the military. I rate Vladimir Klitschko for saying, bro, if we're going to war, fuck it. I'm strapping up and I'm going. I rate it. You know what I'm saying? But generally, war doesn't really work in the favor of those that are dying. Ask the Buffalo Soldiers. So many, I know a couple Marines that are really fucked up in the game. And Marines are to be the most respected on the fleet or your side because they sit in front. The first person to get clapped or the first person to get slapped with bullets are the front line. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta get the highest ratings of anyone in the platoon. I don't know if I'm using the right words or not. But yeah, man, so what I'm getting from the story is that man never even went. It looks to me like he never went. But the story is dope. I fuck with the story. You have me truly entertained the whole way through. Let's let the beat rock out.
Need to see me. Yeah. My good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. Compared to them, is this to better myself? Cause I just be rapping. It's always happening. The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in Lackland. Hey, shouts out to my 322nd boys, man. Burgess, Davis, and the ones I came with from Vegas, Thompson, Weatherspoon, Sadrick. Hope y'all doing good, man. Hey, where's all my Meadow boys like Del Toro Alpha 6? I told y'all I'll make this song about fucking BMT and all the metal and shit, but it's all good, You just gotta play house sketch.
Dope. super dope. I enjoyed that. That was dope.